Hold on.
Hi, I'm Dakota.
Hi, I'm Jay.
Hi, I'm Tyler.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
Hi, I'm Allison.
Good evening. She was driving down a dark, lonely road when suddenly the car started making a noise. She wasn't familiar with the route, having only driven on it a few times. The situation was frightening, but she knew some basic steps in road safety. While her knowledge of cars was limited, she knew that there were several steps she had to take before she could stop the car. Slowing down, she put on her signal. She glanced in her mirrors, looking for other cars. Seeing no one around her, she began to assess the side of the road for a place large and flat enough to pull off. Finding this location, she slowly stopped the car and put on her emergency flashers. She made a quick phone call to alert others that she was experiencing car troubles and to get help on the way. Having taken these preliminary steps, she could now begin to assess what might be wrong with her car. At this point, you have likely determined that I am the she in this story. My first experience with a roadside emergency was thankfully a safe experience. During the first day of me owning my own vehicle, my mother took me outside and we walked through several steps that she communicated as an essential part to being safe when driving. She also made me change one of my tires to ensure that I knew the steps to take if this ever happened to me when I was alone. Being prepared for a roadside emergency is an important element of owning and operating a motor vehicle. With the information I'm about to share, you will not only be prepared for a roadside emergency, but also be able to take care of a frequently seen roadside emergency, a flat tire. First, we will discuss emergency preparedness steps that every driver should take to ensure that they are prepared for situations that might come up. There are several steps the driver can take to ensure that they're prepared for roadside emergencies when or if they occur. In this article titled How to Change a Tire, published by the Department of Motor Vehicles, we learned that drivers should keep emergency supplies in their car at all times. These supplies could be items such as a flashlight, a wedge, a rain poncho, and/or gloves. The same article also tells us that our cars should be checked to ensure that we have a jack and lug wrench, as these are necessary to change a flat tire. The Department of Motor Vehicles article also tells us that it's important to check the spare tire for air to ensure that when or if it needs to be used, it's in proper condition. In an article published by Bridgestone titled How to Change a Tire, we learned that the spare tire, the jack, and the lug wrench are vital pieces of equipment. These pieces of equipment should come with your vehicle, but if any are missing, you should replace them immediately. We also learned that you should always keep your vehicle owner's manual in your car, as this document will include details on where you can find your spare and other information related to changing your tire. Following these steps will ensure that drivers are prepared for roadside emergencies if they are to happen. When a flat tire occurs, there are steps that should be taken to ensure safety. In an article published by Good Housekeeping titled How to Change a Tire, we learned that when experiencing vehicle issues, the driver should slow their speed and assess traffic around them. This article also discusses travel lanes and how important it is to ensure that you don't stop suddenly in the road in the event that there are cars behind you. In an article titled Car Care, it discusses driving on a flat tire. While driving on a flat tire is not something you want to do, you also don't want to create a traffic accident by stopping suddenly in the road. After slowing and assessing traffic, assess the environment for a safe place to pull off on the road. This place should be large enough for the car to be completely off the road and should be in a flat area. Again, this is information shared in the article titled Car Care. Once you have identified a place, pull off, turn on your signal, and slowly leave the road. Once stopped, you can turn on your vehicle's emergency flashers to alert other drivers that you're experiencing a problem. Car Care also tells us that finding a safe place to pull off the road and doing so in a controlled manner is critical for driver safety. In Jay Dunlap's article, Tire Changing 101, we learned that with the proper tools, knowledge, and patience, you can change your tire in a safe, efficient manner. In discussing the process of changing a tire, there are several steps to keep in mind. First, find and set out all your tools you will need to change your tire. In the Bridgestone article, How to Change a Flat Tire, we learned that these tools will include your jack, your lug wrench, your car's spare tire, and some sort of wedge, and your owner's manual. Larger vehicles will likely have a full-size spare, while smaller vehicles may have a donut-sized spare. This article also walks through the steps in changing your flat tire and replacing it with your spare. Before raising your car, you will need to get the flat tire ready to remove from the car. In order to do that, loosen your lug nuts prior to raising the vehicle. If needed, remove the hubcap or wheel cover as well. Before raising the car, you must also stabilize the car to prevent it from rolling. This can be done by placing a wedge under the wheels diagonally to the flat tire. You will want to check your owner's manual for your vehicle's lifting points and use your jack to raise the car. This is easy, just like turning a crank. Lift the car high enough so you can remove the flat tire and put on the spare. A good rule of thumb told to us in the article, Change a Tire, is that your tire should be about 6 inches off the ground. After jacking up the car, remove all the lug nuts and then remove the flat tire. Place your spare tire on the wheel and tighten the lug nuts back into place. Lower your car until the spare is touching the ground and then finish tightening all the lug nuts. These steps are covered in the article, How to Change Your Tire, put out by Bridgestone. It is an important note that a spare tire is a temporary fix, and you need to have your flat tire fixed at a repair shop as soon as possible. You also want to make sure that you drive within the speed limit and mileage restriction that are placed on your spare tire. The information can usually be found in your owner's manual. Following these steps will guide you through the tire changing process in a safe manner. You'll be able to use good safety behaviors when experiencing car troubles and in the event of a flat. You'll be prepared and able to change your tire and quickly be on your way. Thank you.